Welcome back to another Phasmophobia, or another thing of Phasmophobia. Well, today we'll continue with the event here. No, I'm going to also continue looking at the trophy upgrade here, which after I do want to unlock that. So after I only have to go tier 1 trophies for each one. You have the tier 1 Crimson Eye trophy, the tier 1 Winter's Dress, and the tier 1 Cursed Hollow. So I want to at least upgrade the Cursed Hollow, or at least once this event, or for this event. So I figure it would at least be nice to have the upgraded version of the trophy, even if it's just something that just for the clout or for bragging rights, more or less. Even so, I'm still even so, if it's just more or less like a visual thing, it's still something that I find it's still very much worth unlocking it. So I thought it's still something to unlock, and I want to unlock it, so... And even if I have to use as much of my time as possible to spend a lot of time unlocking it. Even so, it'll take either... If I don't play it at all, it'll take a lot longer to unlock it than if I play it a lot during the time that's available, so... Even that's why I'm probably going to try working at it as much as possible, so... Might as well. Besides, hard work does often pay off eventually. Considering the fact that I was at 14% before, and now at 54%, and that was just in the first half of the...
An elderly victim.
That was within the first half of the event, and I'd say that's pretty good. Not even within the first half, but let's go get the breaker. I mean, I'm just gonna try to progress as much as possible. If I can get like that much within the about 40% within the first 5 days, first 5 to 8 days, then I'd say I should be able to get like another 40% within the next 5 to 8 days. I get. If I continue playing and play as much as I can. I'll probably get a lot more on the weekends than I do on the weekday, just considering the fact that the weekdays I can't play as much due to the fact that I do have school to deal with, so I guess it'll be like another year of that, and I'll be free to do whatever, so. Let's go investigate here just before any... You have to be kidding me. Yes, I know. You're probably annoyed, if I think. .8, 2.6.
Elderly rent was taken away. Elderly rent.
So we can get that one voice line.
An elderly victim. An elderly victim. Elderly individual.
So we can get that one voice line.
Elderly individual.
Nope. It seems to be only giving me the same one over and over again, so it's probably gonna be pointless to try to get that one voice line that I wanted. Pretty sure my PS5 we're finally getting a little warm. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I mean it just shows that it's actually, instead of just wasting the fan when it doesn't need to, it's actually using a fan efficiently and when it actually needs to. Because after all, I'd much rather use the fan when the temperatures actually get high, when it actually needs cooling, rather than wasting it, and then rather than having it on when it's actually cool, when it actually doesn't need the cooling. So I thought something that doesn't need cooling, like what's the point in having a cooling if it doesn't even need cooling? That's what I don't really like. That's what I don't really like about the PS5. It's just the fact that it uses the fan so ineffectively. I mean, when it's hot, it uses it. The PS5 is actually hot, it uses it effectively, but when it not when it's actually cool. Like it just is inefficient for cooling, or for when it's actually cool. When it seems to be cool. Because the air alone is a that. Because the air alone, the heat of the air alone, should be enough to tell me how hot it is. And if it's not very, like if the casing is warm or my frame rate is pretty low right now. But if the air is coming out of it is warm or the top is warm, or the casing or that air coming out of it is warm, that's a sure sign that it's definitely needs to cool down. Check the temperatures. 3, 2.3. Pretty sure just do that. Maybe not then. It sounded like it threw that, but I guess not, because I thought that made a completely different sound than the thing I thought I heard being thrown, so... Oh well. EMF for you and the 3 unique videos of the video camera that shouldn't be too hard. That will be the last thing I bring in, just since I need to get that on the other side of it. I have ghost orbs as well, so what can it not be? Can be getting or freezing, not be ultraviolet, can be dots, and can be EMF level 5. So those are all really good to know, since after all that shows what I need, what can be used. Just let me in the pause menu for a second, you just didn't actually get a good look at it. Yep, that's good. So that means that it actually is picking up my mic, which means that the ghost should be able to hear me. I know these ghosts are typically more like a bunch of gremlins, so they're always the smaller versions. And Bishop. EMF level 5 right there. It's a Dan. And Bishop. On Bishop. So it is actually Dan, because I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, the remake cannot give EMF level 5, so that's often a sure sign that that's not a mimic if you have ghost orbs. Might as well grab this as well. On bishop. On bishop. And bishop. On bishop. On bishop. This I'm gonna need a crucifix for, because I'm gonna be making it. So I'm gonna be taking a very risky decision here. Or making a very risky move. It cut the breaker. So next up will be the smudge. Actually, I'm gonna drop this right over here. Okay, so I guess go gain sanity. See if we can find an alternative hiding spots after that. That one might be compromised now. Good, I have this one. Now this area should be uncompromised now. Good, now it's locked back in there. Now locked again in the room there. And plus 25% sanity. I'd say it's a pretty good first match right there. You know, it took me like 15 minutes. It's still very good for what it is.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Don't forget to search for the forest minions, but I still got quite a good chunk of points. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Just gonna camp Woodwood in here and after. Now, also, restock my equipment. Didn't even take any sanity pills or medication, I should say. Nope, don't want that. If I could add them or dots, I probably would, because that's all I could. But I also don't want to risk purchasing more than I need, so.
Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
We got ghost orbs by the bathroom. Blood moon. Great. That means the ghost is going to be much more aggressive. So you instantly can check off ghost orbs. Which is often a sign that could be a mimic, so that's something to keep in mind, so I guess.
An elderly
So reason to believe it's around here. Are you checking here? Nope, definitely not there, for sure.
an elderly
I'm gonna put it down there, and I also need to go turn on the lights around other parts of the camp, just in case. So that's why I wouldn't want to actually be losing sanity while exploring the rest of the parts. So also like the different areas of the camp are very. You definitely need to do a lot of exploration if you want to 100% everything, or at least get as much of the things as possible. No tarot cards. You said no tarot cards, but there could be another cursed object. I'll grab the dots and the camera now since I know the ghost orbs. Let's check over here. Nope.
the far reach
So if it's spear box, it could still be a mimic. So I'm not going to deny the possibility yet. Until I have the third evidence and the confirmation. Oh, forgot to place down the dots. There's a ribcage. Well, of course, hunting with a crucifix, video to ghost, and sound recorder. The little rabbit. I was gonna say, as long as you didn't do that, that'd be fine. I want to get out of here quickly and make sure my sanity's in good condition, because after all, the lower my sanity, the more likely it is to hunt. I do not want that to happen. See? 51%, that means it, oh, that means, around like down halfway, once you get at like 50%, it's probably like a lot more likely to hunt than if it was just like anything else. It was right over here. Let's turn this on for now, since the ghost moved. I think I just turned the breaker off. See the temperature is here, don't want that number there.
A close encounter.
So it's probably not going to be lighting. Distancing that through the book. I might as well replace the book just since that might be something to keep there in case it actually does this one. In case it actually does write something down. Not be UV. Can be freezing. Can be not. Can be EMF level 5. But if it's even so much as UV, it's a mimic for sure. See that picture of the cursed object here? Edward Gacy. That's probably should run out and check my sanity since it tends to drain your sanity faster. Might actually be a yokai. It kind of does seem to be pointing to yokai based on how active it's getting around me, so... Let's turn this back on since that's off.
Oh, far from now.
Edward Gacy. Edward Gacy. I'm gonna go check out my sanity and try to get some of the stuff, the minions that I'll check on and see if I can find any of the minions. Sandy's got about check. Let's take one of these. And one of these in case. So I might want one in case he actually ends up hunting.
Far from there.
This point probably is going to be yokai, because I thought there's no way it can be hiding that much evidence, especially freezing or EMF level 5 after seeing off so much EMF readings. Huh. Nothing here. Huh.
Sorry.
If it doesn't seem to be reacting, unless it... Never mind. So this one actually does lose its battery, though. Look, it needs to be full, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's actually a yokai based on it more than likely a yokai. Even though it's not giving me evidence. It didn't give me... It didn't not give me ultraviolet, so it cannot be a mimic. It cannot be a mimic since it did not give me the ultraviolet evidence as well, so... See?
Back. Let's prepare some jobs for
It
him.
wasn't exactly the most obvious, but it was kind of obvious. I think that'll be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.